Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you all, wherever you're joining me at this hour. And welcome to the 35th edition of Investdata you know, Trading Trading Academy Live with Ambrose. Yes, I will say another big thanks for your time this morning or this afternoon, depending where you are joining me. Yes, as we go on the program today, surely you know that this section or this program is purely on education, what is happening, and also how to invest. Last week, we discussed how to use the ADS on how to invest. But now, we want to look at what has happened in the market during the weekend and as market has opened to this hour, what is trending in the market. I will tell you before I go further that this is the time and the time again. I say the time again to use your stop loss. Don't play this market without stop loss. Don't also play this market without trading plan and at the same time you're entering your exit strategy and your profit target. Don't be carried away with market gyration, either to the up direction or the down. Always have your strategy to always guide you on when to take profit and also when to cut loss to protect your capital. Once you have it at the back of your mind, I will tell you, you will go through this volatility, go through these market uncertainties, and you come out even powerfully because you have managed your resources very well, your trading account very well. At the end of the day, you also have a plus because you have used the techniques acquired from this class and other places to have traded profitably, knowing when to take profit, when to cut loss. In the process, your winning side will be more than your losing side. That is how to go about trading the market. Whether you are trading futures, you are trading commodities, you are trading currency or anything crypto or even bond. You need to have anything that moves prices up and down. You must have your trading plan. Also apply your stop loss to always know when to exit a position and when to jump into a position. Yes, before I go to the market proper, I want to look at what is happening globally. I just say that Russia said or Russia with the Ukraine invasion or war or conflict, anyone will call it. But I think last week, they have the first phase of their attack or move. They've completed it. They slow down. Let's see what's going to happen. And also, as we speak, a lot of sanctions here and there have been on ground. But the recent outbreak, in China, I'll tell you, it's also causing a lot of panic already because there was already a lockdown, a succession of that part of the world in Asia, China and all those stuff. There's already a lockdown, and that I can see that the price of commodity, especially the crude oil price, is oscillating. This is a price that has started Saturday or something around the 120. As we speak this morning, it's already pulling back again. But this volatility or oscillation in commodity price, especially crude oil, it's an opportunity for those in that commodity market to trade and make money upon that because the factor driving this price has not disappeared. They are still on ground, and as issue goes up and down, the price will oscillate. Also, I believe that if this also come, but I trust the world leaders, they won't allow what is happening in Ukraine and Russia to continue. If it continue, I'm telling you, it won't be palatable for the whole world. For that, I think it's time for them to weigh in, and also the two countries involved also look at what they are doing to themselves in terms of what never bring anything good. And also for those that are trading, you know that there's strategy for trading wartime and also try to trade for normal market oscillation. That means you need to abide all these strategies and also play with them exactly the way it is so that you stay above the market. Because market will always respond to one thing or the other. That is why you always look at your chart because whatever is happening in the world, your chart will always give you an indication and a direction where it's going. Because if you're looking at fundamental, I always tell you that fundamental is telling you what has passed. Why the technical analysis or technical indicator will tell you what is happening in terms of what human behavior, in terms of sentiment, and also pattern of people in that particular market or that instrument you are trading. For me, whatever that is happening, even locally here, down here in Nigeria, we have seen that yes, this is the last trading week for the month of for the first quarter of the year, and the same time for the month of March. And in our market here, which is also in advanced market, towards the end of the quarter, we see a lot of dressing of portfolios by dressing by portfolio managers, fund managers, and other people that also play the market just to balance their portfolio to look good and attractive. Then price are tend to go up. But back here in our market, we know that the financial year ended December, they have just 31st of March to release their audited account. That means from today, the month of today being 28th on Thursday, which is 31st, or we expect that most of the companies that has December year will release their what audited account, and this will not come alone. It will come with a corporate action, which also we are seeing some coming gradually. But those numbers that are coming, they are mixed. We are seeing impressive numbers, but no poor payout. No, even they tend to grow their payment, their payout, but because of the price and also there's kind of mixed sentiment for or mixed reaction to these numbers. But as we speak now, when this number starts hitting the market between this period, it's about to change the face of the market. That means the downtrend we're seeing, yes, also kind of subside or kind of the momentum will reduce to bring back the market in top direction. Don't forget that also that in the month of April, which the month of March and 31st, that automatically that is the end of the first quarter for 2022. And this new financial year, that will be the first scorecard to assess the company performance and compare, considering what has happened so far in the last 1 month plus. The high cost of of production and also high cost of living because of saturated electric related energy related products of diesel and fuel and all those stuff that are also impacted on on inflation, which we saw in the result that was released in February by Bureau of Statistics. These are what also will play out at this period. But how will you stay ahead of this market this period? But we expect that all these factors were just mentioned is going to influence the market up and down. And for you to stay ahead of this market, you need to be in some group of stocks or some sectors that whether there is oscillation, whether there is a market downturn or there is the economic downturn, there are some sectors at the company that will be doing well because of the nature of their service or their product. Those sectors is where you as a designer, investor, or trader should be positioning ahead of the numbers going to the future. And that is why I will repeat it again that you have to take time and don't miss the upcoming masterclass. Don't miss out at all. Why I say don't miss out at all? You need to mark your date. It's on the 2nd of April. That is next Saturday. Why I say so that in that class, it's a class of almost 7 to 8 hours with experienced traders and investors, professionals, traders, professionals are going to share what they have been using to make money for their firm and for their own portfolio. Which also we also going to tell you what we have done so far and why we have done it, and also how we are going to benefit from it. All we discuss in that class. But I will tell you that one of the strategies that are going to do that. Yes, we saw many surprises in 2021, and those surprises, many people were left out of it because they didn't know how to manage those surprises. When these companies were coming up, most of them, if you make 20%, put what we preach. Don't once you set your target in your portfolio, once you achieve that target, your target, sell. Fine. But also when you are selling, there are something that tells you that this company that I'm selling or this company I'm selling, it has potential to continue to go up. If you know that such company has that potential to go up, you don't jump back totally from the stock. Rather, you take profits slowly, which I've mentioned here. Such strategies also be and what to be watching and what to be using to know that this company, and also you must have your technical software. Why I mean so that if after this class, I said at the end of the class, take something, but if you take something from the class and you don't have something to practice it, it just become head knowledge. That means you cannot use. But if you have your technical software, you also know how to use all this. I'll tell you, it will go a long way to kind of influence your portfolio positively. That means make time, provide make time, set out money, everything to stay in that master class and take all it so that when you come back to start the second quarter of the year, you are entering it with confidence, you are playing it with knowledge, and that will also reduce your risk because we are going to share some position that you take with less risk and consistent information. Once you're able to get such companies with that on that road, that means you will understand that the market at that particular time has what it takes to deliver for you. But when you don't know what to do, that is where you'll be wandering up and down. For that is how to invest as we speak now, because things are changing. As they are changing, strategies also are about to change. Why is it about to? Because you want to stay ahead of the market. Yes, as we speak now, before we go into the technical analysis or looking at the chart to look at the market. We want to look at what is happening in the market as we speak now. But I will start with the market as we speak now. The share price of Zenith Bank and the custodian investment have been adjusted, and that has contributed to the market dipping about 177.67 basic point, representing about 0.38% down because of this markdown we have seen in these stocks, especially in Zenith Bank. They have put the market down. When you remove about 2 naira 80 kobo in a stock, that's what happened in Zenith GTB the previous week. Also today, Zenith Bank are adjusted for the dividends of 2 naira 80 kobo. That also contributed to put the market down. But if you look at also other news that are in the market as we speak now, Eternal Oil as a kind of announced its rescheduling of its board meeting for March 30th to approve the financial year ended the final result that ended December 31st for 2021. Thus, at the same time too, if you are also looking at what is happening in this market at this hour, you don't need to panic because we are seeing that Transcorp also have released their corporate action announcing a 2 kobo final dividend for Transcorp. Yes, we say that they have grown their dividend by 100% from 1 kobo to 2 kobo. That does not support the price. Yes, the earnings that emanated from Transcorp is outstanding. It's a good number, but as we speak now, you don't need to say because of the payout you want to jump out, unless you're a trader. But for those that have long-term investment goal, yes, you can see this opportunity. Even when it comes down, you can average down, but I don't put average down, but because of the nature of Transcorp, because they are into utility, you can also take advantage of any pullback in price to enter, because going to the future, because you can see that the prices of electric energy related products or services are on increase. It's going to further impact on Transcorp number going to the future. That means if any pullback with this result they don't release or they pay out, just take advantage for you to buy into it. Because anywhere in the world, when a company that is into utility see opportunity to pull back, it's for you to buy, because you have known that whether the economy is doing or not, people need light. And because they need light, the only just that the way their money is coming, they are not getting it. Other people like it's not liquid. They are making money because they are serving the kind of generating and sending to national grid. If they are meter everywhere, they are the one collecting money direct, would have seen more impact on this Transcorp. But I see prospect of future, brighter future in Transcorp. And also don't forget that as oil price is also remaining in this direction, you know that Transcorp also has kind of a subsidiary that's into oil business. All this will also play out going to the future for Transcorp. We don't know how long this Ukraine and the Russia war will last, but I believe that the world leaders will be keeping quiet at this time. We're thinking of how to mediate into this so that we can have them, because if not, all the projection for 2022 will be like a dash, because we're thinking that this is the year that the global economy and our local economy will have a kind of a footing. But with this war and high cost of commodities all over the world, this will go to shake the world. If care is not taken, or it might lead to recession. But we believe that the way the central banks of the world are going, they might likely to manage it. But that will tell you that you too, as an investor, should also change your strategy and focus those industries that you know that their services or their products are inelastic in nature. That even when there's increase in the price of their products, the demand for it will still be there. Or for me, that's how to go for this. But that's why Transcorp for me is a good one. Yes, back to the market. But as we speak now, market is having a missed sentiment as we speak. As we speak now, market has a has a 11 gainers as we speak against 8 losers, and it is 8 losers at this hour now. These 8 losers at this hour are Unity. The top 8 gainers losers are Unity Bank, Transcorp, Police Microfinance, Resta, and UPDC. For Police Microfinance, I'll tell you this purely profit taking. The possibility that this stock will rebound is very high, but people have to take profit because they are made their target. It's not something I say you should be worried of. No, it's part of the market. Anywhere in the world, profit taking is part of the market. Yes, we have seen that market are pulled back for almost 2 weeks, but that should not stand panic. But this particular stock will have factors that have brought the price to this level. Now you are scoring it's pulling back, it's just profit taking. It's an opportunity for you to buy if you're also a trader or dividend income investor. For Unity Bank, I'll tell you it's purely market forces, because this bank has been there for me, nothing to support whatever is happening in the bank, whether the price, because as we speak, it's a bank that has more than 250 billion negative shareholders fund. Anybody that's playing that stock has to play with it. with very close caution. Then transport, to speak, is also market reaction to what, to the two kobo dividend, which market feel like it's not okay, but the number of this bank of this company is still very not okay. Then the next one there is Resta and UPD. UPD also was not good as expected. That's why we expected that they can reduce their losses. We can see that the thing is not coming out as expected. Then among the level gainers this hour, the top gainers are better glass, better glass, stock is gaining almost 10%, around 9%, followed by PZ. PZ market is still reacting to PZ third quarter result that came to the market that was positive. I can see that market will always appreciate you when you do well. Now this company has not declared anything, but because of the strength of the number, market, so that's why your chart will always tell you. That's why when we come to the chart, you also look at this. I'm saying represented in the chart, followed by Niger Insurance and Multiverse and the Wapik. These are the top gainers. Yes, we'll have other gainers in that category, like life of NGS and others. But because of the markdown of Zenith Bank and Custodian, you can see that the market is still there. But who believe that if other high cap stock also come up, the market might reverse. But I'll tell you, we are knowing and seeing why the market is on this direction. Those high cap stocks that brought the market to where it is, I'll tell you, they've not really gone down as much. But that means just few. Then if you look at the top trade in terms of volume, which I tell you that volume is very, very important when you are charting. The top trade in volume as now is Transcorp, UPDC, Fidelity Bank, and the Multiverse. The last one is the Zenith Bank. I'll tell you that people that know how to also invest, knowing that the kind of capacity of Zenith Bank, seeing the price at this price, pulling back, because of the markdown, might have to start taking opportunity to buy low, especially the long-term investor to take advantage of the low price. For me, it's a good one. Then we'll now go back to our chart. Our chart will tell us everything that is happening right now in the market as we speak. This is the chart here. I decided not to add the polygon bar so that we can get a more clearer picture in this analysis today. This is one day. We want to look at 1 hour charts now as we speak in this market. This candlestick you are seeing represent the what we call NGS index action. You can see for yourself as we speak now that the market is already down. You can see it here. You can see this candlestick here. You can see that the market is down in 1 hour. Then also, if you look at check this our T line or trigger line, I normally call it on hourly chart. You can see that for like when you can see that the market has been on the below the T line on hourly chart for a long period of time. You can see it, look at it, but this is a 1 hour chart. But we want to look at the daily chart to confirm where the market is going. On our hour chart, the market is not also smiling, but that should not send panic. It's not smiling at all on 1 hour chart. You can see fund is looking that it's also leaving the market. Now the below on 1 hour chart, MFI is below 50, looking down. You can see that MACD has turned bearish on our hour chart. But we need to go back to an hour chart to see what is happening as we speak now. You can see that's why I said it's good to always look at different time frame when you are charting or when you are investing or when you are in the gist or direction of the market. On our chart, we have seen that market is red. But on the day chart, I want to draw something here so that we can take a look from something from this point so that you understand what I'm going to explain now here. Yeah, you can see from here. Yeah, this is around February 2nd. You can see this is long or candlestick, and all between no candlestick has broken down this bullish candlestick here. All this one you can see, the only one tested to break out of a touch around that 47 613.72 before coming down. You can see it here. It now crossed the signal line, or what I call it signal line again, or trigger line or T line, and try to come down, but it resisted going down. It came up again. We are looking at on a day chart. You can see, but I will tell you since the last how many trading days now, was since almost getting to 6 to 7 trading days or 8, market has been on what, on the below the word. It tells you that all is not well. Yes, all is not well. We are looking at other candlestick pattern to show that there's a sign of reversal. After seeing this and we saw this, it give hope. But today you can see that Because of the markdown, you can see the what the pullback has widened. The momentum has increased this morning because of the markdown that I mentioned earlier. You can see that these are below. Then that tells you that this market will become more attractive again for those that want to jump in when the candlestick cross above the T line before you can take position. And you can see that your money flow index is also looking up. That's why it's looking up above 50, 50, around 60, 65. But still, the market is pulling back. But that tells you that you need to watch very well. And the volume traded so far is still far below the average traded volume. That means, as to speak now, the institutional investors are not extending their position because of what is also happening in the physical market. The physical market is having a mixed and a quiet time. The thing is not really giving a direction. For that, they are still watching because as inflation has taken an uptrend and the monetary policy money what we call monetary policy rate is also flat at 11%. They are watching to see. And don't forget that the JGB market is not looking good because the last one we saw that yes, it was a marginal decline, but still have not seen a reversal on that. Let's see what back it goes. This front flow is looking about as we speak now, market is still dull and not too attractive. But I expect that with this expected last rush or influx of earnings that we expect to start coming from today to Thursday, as also we expect to usher us into the second half of the year with the expectation of Q1 number in April. We might see this oscillation and positive momentum to break up. But don't forget that in any market, don't look away from what is happening globally because it has a way of sending panic to different markets. I can tell you that from this down here, it's part of panic trading. You can see it here, after rallying a movement and sell off, profit taking, rebounding, but more panic trading is what we're seeing in this regard. But I believe that this mark now, once we see also positive response to any good payout, we will see what happened to PZ, how market reacted to the kind of result they released. Despite them, also the results might not be too attractive, but seeing the figures posted is enough to attract some people. Let's take detailed analysis of the result. Yes, because we have seen the market now, we want to look at what is happening. Yes, we want to look at that the charts, look at the police microfinance that are pulled back, look at transport, and also look at the WAPIC. I can see that WAPIC trying to look up. Let's see this chart before we round up the day analysis. Let's look at this chart before we round up the day analysis. Let's look at today's. Let's look at PZ first. Look at PZ first to see what is happening in PZ before we can quickly conclude. You can see PZ performance now. You can see this a day chart. You can see the price, where it is now, as almost a 10 naira, 10 kobo at this week. You can see that it's still trading above the T line. From here, if you check from this price, like it crossed over to the T line, you can see that the men that tested it, go back. Like, even when it was trading all this while, it was trading. When you see such thing in a stock, it tells you that there is still momentum. Here, it break down, will form this candlestick formation before you now say usher in a bull. Then you maintain that, you can see. But now that you are seeing that the gap between the T line is a sign of profit taking. For me, I will tell you that it's a sign of profit taking so that you can quickly, if you're in this stock, you have entered this way, it's time for you to take profit from this stock already. I will advise that you take profit at this hour. The stock is bullish, but I said sell into stock market and buy into the market. You are seeing here, a little bit if you meet your target, you are free to sell and take profit here. As we speak now, the money flow is also above 50, around the 66 to 70, which is equally good, but you can take profit on the strength of the technicals we are seeing and the market reaction now. This is the right time for you to also take profit from this stock. Then the next one here, I want to look at, I said we're looking at the police microfinance that pull back. Want to confirm why the stock pull back at this level. MPF. Look at police microfinance. That pull back. Let's see what has happened. And yeah, you can see that SY is good to always do a technical analysis very well. You will see from here, you can see the oscillation in price trading above the T line. good. We're seeing it even when it tried to resist decline. See fine. Saw all this move before rallies here to around 240 something cross to 250. You can see this line here, this line and this line. But today you can see that it break down the T line on profit taking, but you can see that it's also trying to bounce back. It touched as well as 25, but now it's trading at 2 naira 30, 35 from 2 naira 51 kobo. For me, it's not a bad decision if you have took your profit. Sorry, if you are taking your profit here and see the stock coming here. But for those that are interested in buying stock ahead of their full year and corporate action, you can still take advantage of the pullback to buy. Especially if you cross back this trigger line, you are free to enter. But with this pullback of what those we're seeing here, I think it also reflected on the money flow as people are taking profit in the stock. It's also reflected. You can see that the MACD in histogram is already dropping. You can check this one taller than this, taller than this. There is it's also a sign of weakness. For me, having a good volume this hour, you can see the volume here almost getting above its average traded volume. That means you can take your profit for me at this hour and wait for another a breakout from this line before you can jump into police microfinance. The next we want to look at transport before we look at WAPIC or custodial or correlation insurance. So what we call company transport. Uh, yes, you can see that just like if we see that the market have gotten either wind of the information, we can see that since how many days now for the last past 5 trading days, the stock have crossed down below the T line and it's going down. These are things that will also guide you. If no matter the expectation what you are having, once you are using your T line very well, it always tell you exactly what is happening. You can see that here breakdown is still below it. Kind of for me, you short here. Once it cross here, you sell off. You wait also to come and buy here, but they didn't last. Keep down again. You wait. So also did wait but remain up before it finally comes below. Once it cross below it, I'll tell you that is the right time to sell. That is why your stop loss is very, 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 very powerful. If you have your stop loss in action, there are some trades that will not, you won't get hooked in them. But I'm telling you, yes, we're seeing a kind of a pullback in transport from as high as almost 2 naira, the 38 kobo to the price of almost 1 naira at this hour as we speak. But anything that will make the transport to go below 1 naira, I will tell you that would be a good price to buy. You can see also that the volume spark in the stock this morning, the red one, can see it here on the chart. This is a big volume. I can see that it's above good volume. Like people are just trying to jump out because of their typical. But I believe that design investor or trader take advantage of this pullback to position, even not for the dividend alone, but looking at the strength of the number and the nature of their service and fundamental news around what they do to also go. But yes, you can see that money flow, that what they said now already and started from here. Which if you take this chart here up, you can see in the last 2 trading days, fund have left the stock heavily. Because fund have left the stock heavily, you need to also wait to see what is happening in the stock if you are a long-term investor for transport. Let's quickly look at what is happening in Wapik Insurance. That will be the last for today. To close the class today, let's look at Wapik Insurance quickly before we round up our class today. Good. You can see this movement in this stock. Looking at the chart. Why I'm making it so that you can see the chart very well, and know what is happening. You can see the movement, how most of the time it start trending, and also below the T line, try to cross. So you can see that anytime I cross the T line, it doesn't stay long, it comes down below it. As we speak now, yes, there's a green light there coming up, but for me to be a good one when it cross above it, but you have to look at the MACD. What are the other indicators saying before you can jump up? Your candlestick will be a good guide. At very early, when it cross over and you see the formation of candlestick, that will give you the go ahead to jump into the stock. But I believe that the market this morning is on a mixed sentiment and mixed direction. But what we do as traders, we need to also watch. I tell you earlier that at this hour we expect the afternoon traders to start coming back to the market or resuming. Once they come, and I tell you earlier that this is the last few trading days of the week, the month, and the quarter. We're about to see dressing coming from the big portfolio managers or fund managers in the market. That also might change the face of the market. But as we speak, if you are in a position, let your stop loss and your entry and exit strategy, tell your profit target. Don't be greedy in this kind of market that is volatile. But look forward to see you at the coming master class. There will be put an answer next Saturday for those of you for the master class. Look forward to see you at the class, and at the end, also smile to your bank as others have attended the first quarter master class did, because that is the beauty of Investdata master class every quarter, because you have something to show, you have something to give you that you also smile. At the end, you also tell your friends also come for the next one. Yes, we look forward to see you at the master class and tomorrow by God grace. Enjoy the rest of your trading day. See you at the main Ambrose or Morgan.